Prince Harry has brought a lawsuit against the Daily Mail and I think the Mail on Sunday and their publishers, the Associated Newspapers Limited. So you'll see it referred to in articles as ANL. Now, you may recall there is some history between Harry, Meghan, and the Daily Mail and the Associated Newspapers Limited and the Sunday Mail because Meghan Markle had filed a lawsuit against the Mail on Sunday and Associated Newspapers Limited, ANL, for publishing the letter that she wrote to her father, and that was a lawsuit that she won. And then they appealed, the newspapers appealed, and then she won that. So Harry also has another case against the Mail on Sunday over an article that they published about his security arrangements. And last year, he won damages from the Mail on Sunday after another case that he issued a defamation claim against the Mail on Sunday about an article that they wrote about his military service. So you can gather that from that many people say that Harry and Meghan are litigation happy. So they just love issuing lawsuits. They love threatening lawsuits. They love taking people to court, particularly newspapers, for anything that they think is liable or damaging or defamatory. There is a little bit of kind of litigation history when it comes to, in particular, the Daily Mail, the Mail on Sunday, and their publishers Association Newspapers Limited. So again, this is another lawsuit that Harry is bringing against the Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday, and Association Newspapers Limited. So they are the defendants. Harry is the applicant. So Prince Harry has brought the lawsuit with 6 other associates. And so among them is Elton John, Liz Hurley, and Sadie Frost. And there are obviously others. So the reason that Harry and these associates have issued this lawsuit is that they are saying that they are victims of a number of unlawful acts that were carried out by the Daily Mail and the Mail on Sunday that include things like phone hacking and things like even commissioning, breaking and entering into somebody's private property. So those are just extracts that have been reported from submissions that were made in court. So submissions are when each lawyer talks in court, they make submissions, so they make points to the court. So those are just points that were taken from these submissions, so that they're not all of the allegations, but you can see roughly they're quite serious, right? I mean, they're allegations essentially of criminal acts. Okay. So ANL, the Associated Newspapers Limited, and of course Daily Mail and the Mail on Sunday, they of course vehemently deny these allegations that have been levied at them. I know there's a lot of criticism of Harry because he's basically invaded so many people's privacy, hasn't he? By his book Spare and the Netflix documentary, and invaded invaded privacy, and he's invaded the privacy of his family members, of friends. Talking about drugs in Courtney Cox's fridge, for God's sakes. So yeah, he has allegedly invaded the privacy of other people. I get that. But illegal acts, yeah, I think this is a whole different kettle of fish. And I don't think that anyone needs to suffer that kind of behavior and just take it. So, good luck to him. Okay. But what I will say is that, how many lawsuits do these guys need to bring? It's such an expense. I mean, their lawsuits are probably in the region of millions, if not hundreds of thousands of pounds in terms of legal costs. And the people that are winning are the lawyers, because the lawyers are pocketing this money and the lawyers are getting the notoriety and the fame. And in my view, having even if a person was to have one lawsuit in their lifetime, that is so stressful, so traumatic. It causes so much anxiety and impact on your mental health. You're putting so much control in terms of your life in a stranger's hands, right? In a judge's hands. And that can make or break your life. And the fact that they bring so many lawsuits is just, it's too much. And I really wish this guy peace, but going in and out of court and having stuff plastered all over the media and trying to take the media to court, and it's all well and good suing them over criminalized behavior or alleged criminalized behavior, but I hope that he's not somebody who is trying to control a free press, because you can't do that. Okay, you can't be suing people or having vendettas against people because they report negatively about you or they hold you to account, because a free press is important for a democracy. So I really hope that's not what they're trying to do, and they're not trying to make a point and trying to have a power play. I really hope that that's not what they're trying to do, and that genuinely this is being brought because of the allegations of the criminal behavior. Because it's a crucial part of a democracy to have free press, particularly who can hold people of power and people who are very wealthy and influential. It can hold them to account, and the people need to be aware of the truth, and the people rely on the press for access to information and the truth, or at least different versions of the truth and different pieces of information upon which they can make their decisions. So all I will say is I really hope that they can live in a peaceful way whereby they're not always in and out of court, trying to make a point, trying to get vengeance, trying to secure their reputation, trying to go on some sort of rampage, because they're never going to find peace and happiness if that's what they're doing. If they're trying to pick every little article, every little story, and go for it and sue them and make a point and set an example, um, it's just not that to me doesn't sit well. And I wish them peace, and I hope that they don't spend the rest of their living lives in and out of courtrooms. So yeah, so anyway, good luck to both of them. Good luck to Harry and his associates, and yeah, I look forward to seeing the outcome of this case.